All right, 9 o'clock. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's class. We're all having a beautiful weekend. And today's class, I wanted to focus on one of my deepest practices, non attachment or parigraha. And this whole experience that we've been going through with COVID 19 and being in quarantine has brought up a lot of uncertainty. And as humans, we are very much wired to want to have certainty, to know the answer, to know the question, to know all the details. And I think, what I've observed is there's a lot of information coming out at us from all different angles, news sources, social media, things that are contradicting each other. And this has always existed, but I think with social media and access to information as that has increased through technology, I think that we're getting things from all over the place, all contradicting each other, supporting all the different sides that there are. And I've taken a stance of just surrendering and accepting that I don't have to know. And it's kind of going against, it's stepping out of that human monkey mind that has that desire and need for certainty. And it's stepping a little bit above and merging slightly with that spiritual side of the divine, saying, I have everything I need right now. I am safe. And I'm just going to surrender, let go of control, and just be in my experience and do the best that I can for myself and my family. And so today on our mats, I really want to focus on that concept of surrender and of what we call a parigraha. So parigraha is one of the yamas in the yamas and niyamas of yoga, and it's one of the deepest foundations and deepest work that journey that I've been on. And a parigraha is non-attachment, so letting go of control, letting go of certainty, going into the unknown and trusting. So this concept of letting go and surrendering really requires us to truly trust that we are supported on our path, trust that we have everything we need, and trust that we are safe. And that's what I want to focus on our mats today, is that deep trust and that surrender of letting go of control. So during our flow today, I'll keep reminding us and bringing us back to that central theme and really just releasing, letting go, being present, and surrendering to the path as it unfolds in front of us, knowing that we are supported. So we'll begin, as always, in a comfortable seated position in a brief meditation. So just finding that comfortable seat. We'll take a deep breath in through the nose, release with a sigh. One more deep breath in through the nose, release with a sigh. And just taking a moment to arrive on your mat today, body, mind, and spirit. Gently scanning the body from head to toe, releasing any tightness, any tension, any contracted muscles, allowing the shoulders to drop into their sockets, and allowing yourself to be supported by the earth beneath you. Then bringing awareness to your breath. And just notice how it flows naturally in and out through the nose, allowing each cycle of breath to ground you deeper into presence and into peace. We'll float the right hand to the belly or solar plexus, the left hand to the heart. And just taking a few cycles of breath, tapping into the emotional body, the energetic body, the heart, the spirit, the soul. And just breathing peace and calm and love into your body. Grounding in love before we begin our asana, our movement part of the practice today. Aligning body, mind, and heart in this moment. Knowing that when we are aligned, we can let go, we can trust, we can surrender. And in the surrender is often where the magic happens. On the inhale, gently floating the hands to the heart, bowing chin to chest, and taking this moment to set a personal intention for your practice today. It could be related to our theme of non-attachment and surrender, or whatever resonates for you today. And we'll send this offering out through the sacred sound of Om, taking a collective inhale. Gently opening the eyes, floating hands down, and we're going to begin in child's pose today. Knees apart, heels together, walking the hands out in front, bringing the forehead down to the mat. We'll take a deep breath in through the nose. Release with a sigh. One more deep breath in through the nose. Release with a sigh. And just taking a moment to connect to that energy of surrender. As we bow forward here, surrendering to the earth, to her peaceful, healing vibration, knowing that we are held and supported on our journey. On the inhale, taking the hands all the way to the right hand side, exhaling when you get there. Maybe placing the left palm on top of the right, just deepening the stretch through the side body. Inhale, walking hands through center. Exhale, other side. Again, really reaching through the fingertips, maybe placing the right hand on top of the left. And feeling the opening, the expansion. On the inhale, walking hands back to center. From here, beginning in a clockwise motion, we're going to inhale, shifting the weight forward, coming on up to the wrists. Exhale, shifting weight back. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, shifting back. So taking big circular motions in a clockwise direction. Starting to activate and stretch through the hips this morning. And going in the other direction, so counterclockwise. One more in this direction. And slowly coming on to all fours. Knees are under the hips. Walking hands forward, bringing forehead down to the mat. Anahata, or heart-melting pose. Really spreading through the fingertips, reaching through the arms, and gently pressing some weight into the palms of the hands. Deepening the stretch and opening through the shoulders. Feeling the stretch through the spine. On the inhale, walking hands back to center. From here, beginning cat-cow flow. On the inhale, dropping shoulders from the ears, tilting chin up toward the sky. On the exhale, very slowly rounding spine, tucking chin into the chest. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, rounding. And as always, I invite you to close your eyes, making this a moving meditation, bringing awareness within. Allowing the breath to guide you through the movement. And again, letting go of control. Just following the flow and guidance of the breath without trying to control or force. Allowing the movement to be fluid like the waves coming on to the shore. 2 more rounds here. From here, pausing at the center, we'll inhale the right leg behind, toes meet the ground. Taking it across the body, we'll look over the right shoulder, getting a stretch through the side. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, releasing. Other side, inhale, left leg goes behind, toes meet the floor. Taking it across the body, looking over the shoulder. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, slowly releasing, tucking the toes. We're going to take a moment and sit on the tops of our feet. So getting a stretch through the bottom of the feet. From here, we're going to practice with this concept of holding on and noticing the difference. So on the inhale, I'm going to ask you to make fists with your palms. So tucking fingers in, making fists, taking a deep inhale here and holding the breath at the top. Holding the breath, feeling the tightness and the tension in the chest. And then releasing, opening up the hands, releasing on the exhale. One more round, deep inhale, making fists with the palms, taking your inhale, holding the breath at the top. Holding, 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 and then exhale, release, opening up the fingers, and just taking some circles with the wrists. So just noticing that difference between the holding on, the tightness, the tension, and the release. From here, releasing the toes, coming onto all fours. We're going to begin alternating sunbird flow. On the inhale, reaching right arm, left leg, really reaching through the fingertips, pressing through the back foot. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Inhale, releasing, opposite side, left arm, right leg. Exhale, coming down. Inhale to reach. Exhale to lower. Inhale to reach. Exhale to lower. So taking a few more rounds at the pace of your own breath. You can always option to close the eyes, to challenge the movement and bring the awareness within. Making sure you're really reaching with the fingertips, really pressing through the back foot as if you're pressing up against a wall. Next time the right arm, left leg is lifted, pausing here. So holding here, activating the core, the glutes, really again, pressing through that back foot. Foot is flexed, fingers reached. We'll inhale here at center. On the exhale, pulling everything in. Inhale, reaching, release. Exhale, pulling in. 2 more here. And slowly lowering to the mat. Reaching left arm, right leg, holding here for a round of breath. And then we flow, inhaling at center. On the exhale, pulling elbow and knee in toward the center. Inhale to release. Exhale, pulling it in. Inhale to release. Pulling it in. One more here. Dropping the hands, everything down to the mat. We'll tuck the back toes and press up into our downward dog. So taking a moment to set the foundation, fingers are spread wide on the mat, about shoulder width apart. Feet are about hip width distance apart. From here, bending the right knee and the left knee, so just alternating, pedaling out through the backs of the legs. On the inhale, coming up onto the toes, deeply bending the knees, pausing here, getting a stretch through the toes and the feet. Deep inhale here. Exhale, slowly straightening the legs. From here, on the inhale, we're going to shift the weight forward into plank pose. On the exhale, sending weight back, downward facing dog. Inhale, shifting the weight forward, plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time, shifting weight forward, holding here. Exhale, downward facing dog, pausing here. Now we'll go through 3 chaturanga flows. So just checking in with your body and asking it what it needs today. Do you want knees, chest, chin variation, modified, or full chaturanga? Together we'll inhale, coming forward into plank pose. On the exhale, lowering to the ground. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 more rounds at the pace of your own breath. Whatever version serves you today. Pausing in downward dog for a round of breath. On the next inhale, coming forward, plank pose. Exhale, we lower. Inhale, upward facing dog, pausing here. So holding here, getting a deep back bend, really dropping the shoulders from the ears. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, lowering down onto our chest, cheek meets the mat, releasing the arms by our sides. Flipping the palms so they're facing down. On the next inhale, lifting chest, hands and feet stay planted into the ground. On the exhale, lowering, opposite cheek meets the mat. On the inhale, chest and arms reach. Exhale to lower. Inhale, chest, arms, and legs reach. Exhale, lower, opposite cheek meets the mat. One more round. Inhale, chest only. Exhale. Inhale, chest and arms. Exhale. Last one here. Inhale, chest, arms, and legs lift. Option to bend at the knees, grabbing onto the ankles, pressing ankles into the arms to deepen the stretch through the shoulders, the opening through the chest. And taking a deep inhale here. On the exhale, slowly releasing, pressing hands under the chest, shifting back into downward dog. From here, inhale, stepping to the top of the mat and hanging in a forward fold. So before beginning any variation, just allowing the body to drape over itself, releasing the neck by gently nodding yes and no. Just allowing gravity, so surrendering to gravity, allowing it to pull you down. And stretch out through the neck, the shoulders. Now option to grab opposite elbows, swaying from side to side. And then finding stillness, releasing the arms, slightly bending the knees, and very slowly coming up one vertebrae at a time. We inhale, hands meet at the top. Exhale, hands come to the heart. We're going to do 3 Surya Namaskara A. So I will guide you through the first and then allow you to follow your breath through the next 2. On the inhale, reaching up, we rise. Exhale, diving forward. Inhale, halfway flat back. On the exhale, we fold, hands plant, legs step back, flow, pause, or rest. So coming down, inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the inhale, stepping to the top of the mat, halfway flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, hands come to the heart. We'll actually do one more together. Inhale to rise, reaching up. Exhale, diving forward. Inhale, halfway flat back. Exhale, fold, hands plant. Your version of chaturanga. So exhaling as you come down. Inhale. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, stepping forward halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise. Exhale, hands to the heart. 2 more at the pace of your own breath. Allowing that breath to guide you through the movement. Just flowing effortlessly without forcing, just following the wisdom and guidance of the breath. And after your final one, we'll meet at the top of the mat into Tadasana. So pausing, feet are hip width distance apart, arms by your sides, palms facing out. Just tapping into that energy and flow and vibration within. Gently opening the eyes. On the inhale, rising up. Exhale, diving forward. Inhale, halfway flat back. Exhale, fold, stepping back, flow, pause, or rest, meeting in downward dog. From here, we'll inhale, reaching the right leg high. On the exhale, bringing the knee to the nose. Inhale, sending it back. Exhale, bringing it forward, crescent lunge. Pausing here for a moment, hands frame the foot, making sure that the ankle is directly under the knee, hips are squared forward. We'll plant the left hand to the inside of the foot. On the inhale, reaching a right arm up toward the sky. Pausing here. And then beginning a flow, we'll inhale at center. On the exhale, bowing forward, arm comes around, wrapping under the front leg. Inhale to reach the arm up. Exhale, coming forward. 2 more. After this last one, coming back to center and then gently coming up into crescent lunge. First, bringing the hands to the hips, finding that foundation. And then on the inhale, reaching arms up toward the sky, dropping the shoulders from the ears. Pausing here for a round of breath. On the inhale, we're going to straighten the front leg, opening up the arms, 90-degree angle. On the exhale, back into crescent lunge. Inhale, straightening the leg, arms open up. Exhale. 2 more times. On this last one, holding on the opening, really tucking the shoulder blades in together. Front leg is straight. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, reaching arms up. We'll gently float the hands to the heart. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, pressing off the back toes. The back foot is going to meet the front foot, finding yourself in a chair pose. So holding here, chair pose. From here, releasing the arms back. We'll inhale to stand up, reach up. Exhale, taking a seat, arms float back. Inhale, reaching up, really reaching for the sky. Exhale, arms float back. 2 more times. On the exhale, coming back into chair pose, hands meet at the heart. From here, stepping back with the left leg, finding crescent lunge, arms reach up toward the sky. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, hands frame foot, sending the leg back. Flow, pause, or rest. Pausing in downward dog. Holding here for a few rounds of breath. Allowing each cycle of rest to bring you into presence. On the inhale, lifting the left leg high. Exhale, bringing knee to nose. Inhale, sending the leg back. Exhale, left foot comes forward. Crescent lunge, hands plant to the ground. So fingers are framing the front foot. We'll leave the right hand to the inside of the foot. Left arm reaches up toward the sky for a gentle twist. And then beginning the flow here, inhaling at center on the exhale, arm comes around, wrapping underneath the front leg. Inhale, twisting, reaching arm up. Exhale, coming forward. Inhale to reach. 2 more times. After this last one, hands frame the foot, and then we slowly come up into crescent lunge on the other side. So deep bend in that front knee, hands come to the hips, making sure weight is balanced, hips squaring forward. And then we inhale, reaching arms to the sky, exhale, dropping the shoulders from the ears. Pausing here for a round of breath, feeling the strength of the pose, allowing the breath to guide you into surrender instead of trying to force or control. So softening through the pose. On the inhale, straightening the front leg, arms come by your sides, 90-degree angle. Exhale, back into crescent lunge. Inhale, opening arms, straightening leg. Exhale, crescent lunge. 2 more times. On this last open, we'll hold here. Front leg is straight, arms are by your sides, 90-degree angle, really tucking the backs of the shoulders in. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, finding crescent lunge. We'll slowly bring the hands to the heart. Inhaling here at center, and then on the exhale, pressing off that back foot. And it meets the front foot, and we take a seat. Chair pose. From here, floating the arms behind. On the inhale, we'll rise up, reaching up toward the sky. On the exhale, taking a seat, arms float back. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, taking a seat. 2 more here. Last one. From here, hands float back to the center. We send the leg back, finding crescent lunge. Inhale, arms reach up. On the exhale, hands frame the foot, sending the leg back. Flow, pause, or rest, meeting in a child's pose. So separating the knees, heels come together, arms reach out, forehead meets the mat. Just connecting to your breath in this moment. Feeling the strength, the energy, and vibration cultivated by connecting mind, body, and breath through your movement. And feeling the strength of the physical body and how it supports you in surrendering. So as we bow forward in child's pose, again, connecting to that energy of surrender. On the inhale, coming back into downward facing dog. From here, we'll inhale the right leg high. On the exhale, bringing knee to the outside elbow as you shift the weight forward. Inhale, sending the leg back. Exhale, coming into warrior one. So back foot is at a 45-degree angle, deep bend in that front knee, reaching arms up toward the sky, dropping shoulders from the ears. Taking a round of breath here. And then on the inhale, hands come behind. We open up the chest. On the exhale, diving forward, humble warrior. Again, a pose of strength and surrender as we bow forward with humility, with grace, and with forgiveness. On the inhale, hands float back up, finding warrior one. Pausing here for a round of breath. We're going to pivot the back toes so that they're facing forward. From here, we're going to press off the back foot and taking that momentum and leverage to press up into marching pose, tucking the knee up toward the sky, foot is flexed. Pausing here. From here, gently lowering the leg so it's resting on the knee at the ankle. From here, gently taking a seat, hands come to the heart. Just getting a balancing pose here. Again, trying to release the breath, trying not to hold on or to control, but instead letting go with grace and surrendering to the challenge, allowing the breath to guide you into softening and into flow. From here, on the inhale, reaching up, marching pose. On the exhale, sending the leg back, warrior one. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, hands frame the foot, sending the leg back. Flow, pause, or rest between the two sides. Pausing in downward dog. From here, we inhale, lifting left leg high. On the exhale, bringing knee to outside elbow. Inhale, sending leg back. Exhale, bringing leg forward. Warrior one on the other side. So coming through the center, deep bend in that front knee, back foot is at a 45-degree angle. Inhale, reaching arms up, dropping the shoulders from the ears. And pausing here for a round of breath. On the inhale, taking hands behind, clasping at the fingertips, opening up the chest. On the exhale, diving forward, hands come above the head. Humble warrior. To be humble. To forgive with grace. To practice humility. Finding gratitude. All of these things serve us on our journey of non-attachment, of parigraha, and of letting go and surrendering to the path as it unfolds before us. On the inhale, slowly rising, coming through center, warrior one. From here, we'll pivot the back toes so that they are facing forward and heading into marching pose. So pressing off the back foot, tucking the front knee, lifting the knee, flexing the foot. Pausing here for a round of breath. From here, right ankle meets the left thigh. And from here, hands come to the heart. And we gently take a seat. So lowering the hips down toward the ground, getting a stretch through the hip. Again, trying to relax, to release. And to slightly let go of control and know that you are supported by your foot and the ground beneath you. On the inhale, stretching back up, marching pose. On the exhale, sending leg back, finding warrior one. We inhale here at center. On the exhale, hands frame foot, sending the leg back. Flow, pause, or rest. Pausing in downward dog. On the inhale, stepping to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bending the knees. We'll slowly rise up. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Pausing here for a moment. Hands at heart, closing the eyes. And just surrendering to your breath in this moment. Letting go of trying to control it, trying to slow it. Just allowing it to be where it's at. And just observe. So big practice in surrendering, practicing a parigraha, is to become the observer of your experience instead of trying to control everything. So coming outside of the mind, and even outside of the body, and observing yourself as you are, just allowing yourself to be. I'll gently open the eyes. From here, bringing the palms of the hands and the elbows together, we're going to inhale, opening up the chest. On the exhale, bringing elbows and hands back together. So inhale to open, exhale to close. Inhale to open, exhale, close. Last one here, inhale to open. Really, we're going to hold here, really tucking the backs of the shoulder blades together, opening up through the chest. And then just taking a little bit of a wider stance with the feet, so it's just outside of hip width distance. We'll inhale here at center. On the exhale, we're going to wrap the right arm underneath, coming into eagle arms. We're going to inhale, reaching up toward the sky, pausing here. So getting a stretch through the shoulders. Continuing to breathe. On your next exhale, elbows come down toward the chest, and we dive forward into a wide-legged forward fold. Releasing the neck by slightly tucking the chin into the chest. Arms stay wrapped. Slightly bending at the knees, slowly coming up one vertebrae at a time. We'll release the arms. Inhale, opening up again, holding here. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, this time left arm wraps underneath the right, palms meet, or the backs of the hands, whatever's in your practice. Eagle arms. Inhale, reaching up toward the sky, pausing here. Taking a deep inhale at the top. On the exhale, elbows tucked back down toward the chest. We dive forward, forward fold, releasing the neck. Slightly bending the knees, we inhale, coming up one vertebrae at a time, releasing the arms. From here, we inhale, rising up. Exhale, diving forward. Inhale, halfway flat back. Exhale, fold, planting hands, sending legs back, flow, pause, or rest. From here, inhaling the right leg high. Exhale, bringing the knee forward for pigeon pose on the right side. So knee comes directly behind the wrist. We'll walk the back leg back, untucking the toes. And taking a gaze behind, making sure that the foot and ankle are directly coming out of the leg so it's straight. Fingertips come to the ground, balancing weight between both hips. So finding that balance first, we'll inhale here. On the exhale, diving forward, pigeon pose. Bowing in surrender, bringing forehead down to the mat. We'll take a deep breath in through the nose. Release with a sigh. We'll take another deep breath in through the nose, holding the breath at the top. I want you to clench or activate, contract all of the muscles around the hips and the glutes as you hold your breath. And then release with a sigh, release the contraction, and allow yourself to surrender deeper into the pose. And sending your breath all the way down the spine, all the way to the area where you feel the stretch. The concept of surrender can often be looked at as waving your white flag in surrender as if you are giving up. But on the yogic path and the spiritual path, surrendering is sometimes the most courageous thing that you can do. It takes courage to surrender, to let go of control, to let go of attachment to expectations, to outcomes, to things, to people. To me, the ability to surrender and practice aparigraha is one of the most courageous, brave, and strong, powerful things that you can do. So when you're on this path, do not judge yourself for surrender. Instead, see it as a strength. We are not giving up. We are merely letting go of control so that the external thing or experience or person does not have control over us. And we surrender to the path as it unfolds, being okay with not knowing, embracing the unknown and allowing the unknown to take us to the most magical surprises in our lives. A few more rounds of breath here. On the next inhale, very gently pressing yourself back up. We'll send the leg back and just take a quick counter stretch, shifting the hips back. Round of breath here. And then we'll come back into downward facing dog. Going on to the left-hand side. Inhale, left leg lifts high. Exhale, landing the pigeon behind the wrists, walking the back leg back, untucking the toes. And again, just making sure that the ankle and foot are in alignment. We'll bring the fingers to the ground, balancing the weight between both sides. Inhaling here. Exhale, diving forward, forehead comes down to mat. Again, pausing here in surrender. Bringing awareness back to the breath, sending the breath all the way down through the spine to the area where you feel the stretch. Maybe taking this time for some self-reflection. Asking yourself, where in my life am I trying to control things? Where am I holding on and grasping? Where can I loosen my grip? Where can I practice surrender? Only you know the answer to these questions. So taking this moment for reflection and seeing where you can soften, where you can loosen your grip, where you can trust, where you can forgive, and where you can accept what is. Few more rounds of breath here. On the next inhale, gently pressing yourself up. We'll swing the back leg around, the bottoms of the feet meeting together for a butterfly pose. We'll inhale at center. On the exhale, rounding through the spine, tucking the chin into the chest. And allowing the breath to guide you deeper into presence, into peace, and into surrender. And slowly coming up on the inhale, we'll extend the right leg out to the side, tucking the left leg in. Inhaling here, exhale, front hand will come parallel, top arm reaches up and over. Getting that side stretch, final opening through the side body. Really opening up through the chest, radiating out instead of caving forward. On the inhale, arms lift and we square hips off toward the extended leg. On the exhale, reaching forward, reaching for the outside edge of the calf or the foot, whatever's in your practice today. Just reaching for that opposite edge to deepen the stretch through the lower back. On the next inhale, slowly walking yourself up. We're going to take the left hand behind and go into gate pose. So shifting the weight to the bent leg, we're going to inhale, lifting hips, reaching up, gate pose. Gaze can follow the extended fingertips. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, slowly lowering, coming back down and switching sides. Left leg extends, right leg tucks in. Inhale, arm comes to the side, reaching up and over, maybe looking up toward the sky. On the inhale, arms lift. We square towards extended leg. Exhale, reaching to the outside edge of the foot. Maybe tucking the chin in toward the chest, just deepening that stretch. On the inhale, slowly walking yourself up. Right hand comes behind gate pose. We inhale, lifting the hips, reaching the back of the room. Feeling the opening through the body, like a big body yawn. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, slowly lowering. And we'll shift on our mats. We're going to come down onto our backs. So gently coming down on the inhale, we'll tuck the knees in toward the chest. Just gently rock from side to side. We'll inhale the right knee in toward the chest. Left leg extends out on the mat in front of us. Taking the right hand, we're going to open up through the hip, bringing the knee towards the outside of the shoulder. So opening up through the hips here. Grabbing the outside edge of the foot for half happy baby. Again, really having that opening and stretch through the hips. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, releasing the knee back toward the chest. Left hand will guide it across the body. Spinal twist. Right arm extends. Gaze follows the extended arm. Pausing here for some deep, nourishing rounds of breath. And connecting to that energy of surrender. Surrender brings peace, brings flow, and relaxation. When you let go of control, you let go of the physical tightness and tension and contraction in the body. And allow yourself to release into peace and presence, the joy and bliss and love. On the inhale, gently coming back through center. We'll release the right leg, switching sides. Inhale, left leg in toward the chest. From here, left hand will open up the hip, bringing the knee to the outside of the shoulder. Pausing here for a round of breath. From here, option to grab the outside edge of the foot, opening up the hip and the leg into half happy baby pose. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, bring the knee back to center. Exhale, right hand guides left leg over spinal twist, left arm extends. And closing the eyes, and again, taking some nourishing rounds of breath. Feeling the peaceful energy of surrender. So knowing that your breath is one of the most powerful tools that you can access to bring you into the energy of letting go and surrender. So with each cycle of breath, allowing the exhales to support you in releasing any stale, stagnant energy, anything no longer serving you. So you can then inhale surrender and peace and joy and bliss. On the next inhale, gently coming back to center, we'll reach the legs out in front, pointing toes. Inhale, arms up, reaching out. So full body yawn, full body stretch. We'll take a deep inhale through the nose and release with an audible sigh. One more deep breath in through the nose. Release with a sigh. Releasing the toes, bringing the arms by your sides, palms facing up for our final pose of surrender, Shavasana. You are safe on your mat to fully let go, to fully surrender to stillness, to peace, to presence in this moment. So making sure you're letting go of any contracted muscles. We'll take one more deep breath in through the nose. Release with a sigh. And allow yourself to fully let go through these final moments of class today. Om Bhurvasvahat Tatsaveturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dio Yo Na Prachodayat. Very gently bringing your awareness back to your physical body and gently wiggling fingers and toes. And when you're ready, pressing yourself onto your favorite side. And when you arrive, placing your top palm into the earth beneath you, connecting to the healing and peaceful vibration of Mother Earth, and syncing your breath to her. Remembering that nothing in nature is forced, yet everything is accomplished. And keeping the eyes closed, gently pressing yourself up into a comfortable seated position. Spine tall, crown of the head reaching toward the sky, dropping shoulders down into their sockets. We'll inhale the left hand to the heart and the right hand to the belly or solar plexus. And just taking some deep cycles of breath, sending the breath all the way down through the heart and to the belly. One more round of breath here. And slowly releasing with the exhale. We'll inhale the hands to the heart, gently bowing chin to chest. And just taking these final moments to connect to the energy that you're feeling in this moment. Absorbing the peace, the serenity, the love, the joy, and the bliss that was created by surrendering on your mat today. Surrendering to your practice and surrendering to the path as it unfolds before you. Knowing that there is strength in surrender. There is courage in surrender, and there is power in surrender. So making this vow and commitment to yourself to practice surrendering, to loosening your grip, to softening and letting go of control just a little bit, and seeing where life takes you. And we'll send this offering out and seal our practice with the sacred sound of Om. Deep inhale. Thank you so much for being here today and taking care of you, body, mind, and spirit. It has been an honor to be your guide. Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you again soon.